Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lulua Tech Design, and I'm your boy Lulua Mark. And today we are going to do another fresh project. I told you I'll keep bringing new fresh projects, and of course today we have another one. What you see on your screen, we shall try and achieve a facade like this. These are basically claddings. We have glass, we have other types of materials. So we will be able to do something like this, and of course along the way you should be able to learn how to start up a new project in Revit, how to create your floors, how to set up the elevations, then of course now how to do facading, all the different techniques we shall be able to use, extrusion, sweep, massing, and all these other stuffs that can be able to help us achieve something close to this. And of course our target is to create something that will look appealing. So not to waste a lot of time, we jump into Revit. So this is Revit, and I'm using Revit 2026, which is the latest version, but regardless, any of the Revits you have can still do the same work. So we shall come to the models and create a new project. I don't have the templates here, but if you have your templates, you select that structural template, you click OK. For me, I'll go to browse, then I'll come to preview. From preview, I'll select English, and then I'll select this default metric. I'll use the default metric to create the model. I'll click OK. Then it should be able to open for us the same interface, just like someone who selected that structural template. They are all default metrics. Yeah, so wait for the interface to load. If your PC is slow like mine, then we need to exercise a little bit of patience so that we don't get frustrated. Revit is a heavy software. When you want things that quick, it might frustrate you. So now the interface is here. We have the properties, we have the project browser, we have all the tools here, and of course we shall look at our template and see. So this looks to be really a very tall building. I will assume this is like let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 floors. So we shall set up our levels here with 7 floors or 8. So I'll come to the elevation in the project browser. You can select any of these. You just double click to be able to get these levels here. So we shall create more levels. To create more levels, you can either use a shortcut of LL to get for you the levels, or you come to architecture, you go all the way and you find levels here, or you select one of the levels and in the modify you select create similar, and then it will still do the same work. So we shall do this. Let's say something like that. Click, then you create another one there. Click. We keep doing that. 6. We're left with, I guess, one more like that. So when you want to do something else, you escape on the keyboard several times until the mouse doesn't disturb you. So this is 4, this will be 8. I'll assume my floor to floor height is 4 meters. So this will be 12. Then this will be 18. 12, that is 16. then this will be 20, then this will be 24, and then this will be 28. So we have created our floors. We have created 8 of them, but when you come to your floor plans in the project browser, you don't see the levels that we have created. We only see in level 1 and 2 plus the site, and the reason for that, somehow Revit doesn't source some of these new levels that we create. I don't know if it is an issue with the latest Revit, but this has been happening to me quite often. But the solution is you come to view, you go to view tab here, and then you look for floor plans I mean plan views. You select this and you click on the floor plan. You'll see all the levels that are not appearing in your design, so you can select all of them. Select all of them, then you make sure this one is checked. You click OK. It will be able to bring all your floor plans in the floor plans tab or menu. So now you see these ones are all now in blue. Before they were in black. So I don't know why this happens quite often with the latest Revit, but it is what it is. So let's keep on. Now we have set our levels. I'll not rename them, I'll just leave them like that. So basically we're going to start creating our floor or our floor plan. We shall create something simple. We're not going to mind so much about what is inside. We're specifically interested in the facade. So we're going to create something like this. You come to architecture, you go to wall, you select wall architecture. Now if you want to customize your wall, you come to edit type in the new walls properties. Then from the type properties you duplicate, you can just say main wall or wall, anything you wish to write, you can write it here. Then you say OK. Then in the structures you are going to click on the edit. Now here in the edit assembly you can edit all these. You can have the structure here, and you create a material, thickness, change a lot of things there. You can create as many walls functionalities as you wish from this side. The finishes and all those stuffs, you can create them from here. I'll just basically change the material. So from here in the material browser, you can create a custom material by clicking on this icon. You go to create a new material, you right click on it, you rename it the way you want. You can say concrete wall, something like that. Then in the appearance here, you click on this icon to open the asset browser. From this asset browser you can look for anything you want. You can look for concrete, just write concrete, will do the remaining work for me. So let me just select, we have concrete here, we have concrete blocks. We can use this concrete block to design our house. I'll close the asset browser. In the material browser you click apply, OK. Then in the edit assembly you'll see that your material that you have customized has been created here, and you can simply click OK. Then in the type properties you apply, you click OK. So here you are ready to start designing your house. So I'll just randomly create something. I'll use the rectangle method to create it. I'll create something like this. For now, I'll just escape. Let me see. Here you can change the dimensions. Let's assume this is 20 meters. Then at this side, let's assume it's 16 meters up. Let me see what these people have. So let's assume that is this part, and then we need this one, and then that one. So we shall offset this. Let's offset. We come to modify. You go to offset. Then we can offset. Let's say we offset in 10 meters here. Then of course we can offset again. Let's say 5 meters up here. So we shall use this trim to extend to corner to basically link up this to that, just like that. Then you can also link this to this, just like that. And then we need one more like that side, which looks to be the bigger side. We shall also offset this. We go to offset. Let's do 30. This is a very big house. Maybe 30 is too much. Can do 25. Let's do 20, so that we fit within here. What I'm going to do, I'll reduce on this. Let's say this is 12 meters. Then of course this was 5 meters, was it? And then we have 20 here, or even just 16 around there. Yeah. Then we shall offset this. Shall offset, let's say 8 meters. It has to be above this. Now you come to your trim to extend. You click on this and that. Then you click on this and this to link them up. Then of course that and that, just like this. So we have now this and that. We really don't care about the behind part. So yeah, now if we come to our 3D, we shall have something like this. Then of course these walls, they are too high, they are 8 meters high. You'll right click on one, you go to select all instances. You can select entire project, and then you change this to 4 meters because that is our floor to floor height. So now we shall have something like this. And I'll wish to change the visual style. I'll come to this visual style. I'll select shaded so that we see what we're doing like this. So this is basically what we have done so far. Let me see what they have. So now they have this grand entrance and the cladding. I think basically for the first floor, we shall do something like this. We shall create this grand entrance. Yeah. So let's try and achieve that. So we can basically do that from this, but we need to, I think, create floors. I mean a slab for this first. So in the first level, you come to architecture, you go to floor, you select the first option, then you can pick line, then I'll offset, let's say, we shall offset, let's just say 5 meters all round. So you'll just pick the exterior sides of the house, just like that. Then even here there, like this. So you'll go back to your trim, you select the trim, you click this, you link that, click this, link this, click this, link this, just like that. Of course, now the slab has to be edited. In the properties, you click on edit type, you come to duplicate, you can rename it the way you want. That's right, slab. Then I want the thickness to be 200. Then the material we can create a new material in the material browser. You click here, you create a new material, you rename it slab or anything. Then we go to the asset browser by clicking on this icon. Here we can look for floor. It should be able to generate for us the materials for floor. We have all these types, we can use any. So I may just select that and close the asset browser. In the material browser, you apply, click OK. In the edit assembly, you click OK. In the type properties, you apply and OK. From here, you can simply finish edit mode. And then when you come to a 3D, you'll see something like that. We have created a slab for our house. So that is one of the steps that we have achieved. So now let us try and achieve this this face here, the entrance. It's basically around here. So what I'm going to do, I think before we do that, we need to close up this top part with the slab as well. So you can do that in the level 2. You open level 2, you come to architecture, you go to floor, you select the floor. So we shall use the floor that we just created. It's already here. I'll come to pick line. This time I'll pick the interior sides of our house, just like that. Pick all the interior sides. So you go to your trim, you trim this side, you trim this side, and then you can simply click OK. It will create a floor for a slab on top like that. See that? So basically that is what we have. Now from here we can play around with the extrusions and all those stuffs. Now to achieve this, you can use so many options. I can use extrusion, I can use slab, I can use what we call massing, but I think I'll use extrusion for now. So let's just go to architecture. You come to components, you select model in place, you look for generic models, click OK. You can rename it the way you want. I'll leave it at that. You click OK. Then I'll select extrusion here. From there I need to come to this set. I'll click on pick a plane. I'll pick basically this plane here, like that. Then I'll use the rectangle method to design this. So I can just create a block here like that. Then you can measure it, let's say 1.2. Then at the category you can give it material from here. In the material browser you can still create a new material, but I'll go with this slab for now. Okay, then you just finish edit mode, then finish model. You'll have something like that here. When you select on it, it will give you the option to move or to drag this around. So you can drag it somewhere up to here, just like that. I guess I need to change the color of this. Let me first click on it. You come to edit in place, you click on it again, you go to material. So in the graphics, we shall change the color to something white, just like that. You apply, you click OK, then you finish model, then you have something like that. Now it has changed the slabs as well, because we used here the slab tool. Maybe I'll anyway, for now let me leave it like that. So we have created this part. Now we need the pillars. We need these pillars here. So we can still use extrusion, by the way. Can still use extrusion. I'll come to level 1 this time. We can simply come to architectural, wall architecture. We can even use the wall tool. We can use extrusion. Like now, if I'm using the wall tool, I can just draw a circular wall here. But for now, we're going to components, model in place. We're looking for generic models. Then you can rename it. I'll leave at that. So we can use extrusion, and this time we're using the circle to draw it. So we can draw something like that. That is 1100. So you can do this. Let me just finish the model, and for now let me change the material to, let's say, concrete, like that. For now I'll click OK. I'll finish model. When I come to the 3D, I'll have something like that. When I select on it, I can simply drag it all the way up the way I want. So that's what extrusion can do for you. It makes life easy, but of course it is too big. So I'll select model in place, select again, edit extrusion, come to your level 1, select. You can reduce the radius, let's say to 600, like that. And of course I want this thing to be a little bit inside, and it has to come here like that. So I'll finish it up. When I come to my 3D, I should have something like that. See that? So we have something like that. So we can do the same. I'll simply select, edit in place, select again, edit extrusion. You come to level 1. I'm going to change this to 500. Then I'm going to copy it. I can add a copy like this. Then I click on it, I drag it to this side, holding shift so that it is aligned perfectly with the other one, just like that. When I click OK, I finish model. I should have both of them here. See that? I have my pillars or columns right here, and I believe that's what these people have here, something like that. So this is how you can use extrusion to create a pillar for your house. Now I want to create these upper parts. We can create the upper parts, but of course I see the upper parts are basically glasses. So what I'll do, first of all, I'll come to this wall. I'll select one. I'll right click. I'll come to select all instances in the entire project. Then I'll copy it. I'll copy it to clipboard. Then I'll come to paste. I'll say align to selected levels. Then I just want to take them to the second level. I'll click OK. Now it will take for me these floors to the second level. And basically I can now edit these walls up here in a different style. I'll change them to curtain walls. From curtain walls I can now copy the curtain walls and take them up. Then of course I need the slab as well. Come to level 1, not really level 1, can I think select from the 3D. Let me see, yeah, it has selected that. So I can simply copy also from here to clipboard. I go to paste, I align to the level 2, just like that. Oh, it should be level 3. Change the level from here to 3 so that Revit does not complain here, something like that. So now we can change this. We can edit one of the walls and make a curtain wall. So we shall select this. You come to this temporary hide stroke isolate. You isolate element. From here you drop down in the properties of this wall. You drop down, you go to curtain wall. You can even use exterior glazing. It will create for you something like that. And of course this will be a perfect one. And here it doesn't balance, but of course you can let me see what these people have. Yeah, now we need to create mullions for this, but before we create mullions we need to add the panels that are horizontal. You go to architecture, you come to curtain grid, you add the horizontal ones, maybe only 2 of them for now. This is 600 because this one here is 600. So you go to architecture, you come to mullion, you go to all grids, you just click on this, it will be able to create for you the panels. You come to this temporary height, you reset. Then here you will see you have your curtain grid all set up. So you can do the same for all these walls. You hide, you come to temporary hide, isolate. Let me turn it like this. You come and drop, you go to exterior glazing, then you go to architecture, curtain grid, you get a grid, horizontal grids, like that. This was 600. Then this is also 600. You go to mullion, you come to all grid lines, you click on it, you have your grid lines. Then you come to this temporary hide, you reset, you should be able to have something like that. The same applies to this side. You select, you come to hide, isolate, drop down, curtain, exterior glazing. Then you go to architecture, curtain grid, you create the horizontal grids. You make these ones 600. This we shall only do for this level. We go to mullion, all grids, click there, then you come and reset. Of course, when we finish up this level, we shall simply copy to the next level. We shall not do it again. So you come and temporary isolate, you drop down exterior glazing, and then you go to your architecture, curtain grid there, and there. Of course, this is 600, then this is 600. You go to the mullion, all grid lines, click, create that, then you reset it. I think we're left with a few sides. Yeah, we're left with basically these sides. Click on that, temporary hide, isolate, change to exterior glazing, then of course texture, curtain grid, create your horizontal grids, change these ones to 600, this to 600, go to mullion, all grid lines, do this. Here you reset. We are almost done. So here isolate. Now there's something about this wall. Let me first reset. Now when you come to your level 2, you realize these walls are going all the way that side, but we don't want that. So we shall come to modify. You go to trim, basically trim this to this side, then trim this to this side, so that we don't have these walls going all the way to the other side. So back to 3D, select this time it is now sort, you isolate it, then you drop down exterior glazing, then of course architecture, grid, curtain grid, this and that. You go to architecture, mullion, all grid lines, select, come to reset it. You have that. You can do the same for this. You isolate, drop down exterior glazing, architecture, curtain grid, 600, architecture, mullion, all curtain grids. There you reset. We are only left with one. This, isolate, drop down exterior glazing, architecture, curtain grid, 600, architecture, mullion, all grid lines, select that, then reset. Now we have created the entire level 2 as a curtain grid. So now we can easily do what? We can easily copy this and just extend to the other floors. Remember we have 8, so I can select one like this. I right click, I'll come to select all instances in the entire project, then you copy it to clipboard, you go to paste, you select align the levels. So now we're going to do all these other levels 3 up to 8. You click OK. Oh, I selected 1 as well, which is not supposed to be the case. Let's wait for it to respond and we shall delete the level 1 glazings. Supposed to be basically level 3 and above. Not save. So for level 1 I'll delete that. I'll delete that. I'll delete it. guess that is it for the level 1 we have here. So I deleted the wall. Instead of the curtain wall, I deleted the wall. That is the curtain wall. This is the curtain wall. That is curtain wall. So yeah, now I've created these walls, but of course we don't have slabs here. So if I come to this side, I don't know if I can select the slab from here. Yeah, maybe from the 3D. For now, I'll just hide one of the, I'll select one of the walls. I'll come to temporary hide. I'll hide it so that I can access the slab. So now I've selected the slab. I'll also do the same. I'll copy to clipboard. I'll paste it to align the selected levels from 3 up to 8. So I'll just click OK. So it will take them up. And then I can come to the reset. I'll reset this temporary hide. I'll bring back I'll bring back my wall. So we now have these walls, and we also have the slabs. I think the slab has to also be, let me just do this, copy, paste to align. If it is 8, okay. Now I'm going to copy, align to 8. For now I'll just say 8. It will of course be double, but from here I'll change the height offset to 4 meters up, so that it goes on top, just like that. So now we have created the structure. Basically, we have created the structure. What we are left with is, of course, now the outside glazings, these claddings, and the finishes. So this one will also take some bit of time. That's why I have prepared a separate video for it. So if you found this video helpful, please make sure you subscribe to Lulua Tech Designs, and of course you don't have to go away. I'll see you in the next part of this project. Thank you.